Okay, so I had an anonymous drop this morning on on the chans. I thought it's worth going over. Um, this is a test run. Let's see how this goes. All right, so you, there have been a couple of traitors within the Trump cabinet, and he knows who they were. Um, they were leveraged, unfortunately, from things that have happened to them in the past. Please do not guess, speculate. Their names will not be disclosed. They were helping Deep State by quarterbacking stuff against the president. Deep State had insurance policies by leveraging information from their wiretaps. While Trump had been diligently building his group, Deep State has been corrupting his cabinet because they had the intel as for who were going where. Wiretaps helped them get ahead to a degree. Trump was waiting on Nunes and Gowdy to pass um, the memo, which I'm told is imminent. Trump will make an overnight visit to NSA, Utah, and Langley. Off the book visit to secure some data in person. He has raw intel regarding three of his cabinet to get from NSA. He wants last 7 years on data on each person. He has raw intel regarding three of his cabinet to get from NSA. He wants last 7 years data on each person. So let's see. He has raw intel regarding three of his cabinet to get from NSA. He wants last 7 years data on each person. He has raw intel regarding. Dilly has been sitting on intel for months, but because of last night's Q post, he is able to now release new intel. Admiral Rogers approached Trump shortly after the victory in 2016. This is going to relate to something that happened months later. But Rogers discovered prior to that meeting with Trump that there was a plan to kidnap Trump's grandchildren. That's what was actually exposed at that point in the meeting because they don't have anything on the president. He's clean. This is why Don Jr. dropped his Secret Service security detail. There was a plan in place to snatch his child or baby. The evil is real. Reaffirmation of General Flynn being a great patriot. General Flynn and Admiral Rogers both playing a part to protect this country. Also thank Bill Beeney, who developed the technology needed to trust these guys. NSA has footage of a cabinet member from previous administration hurting a child, no further details provided. Keep military men and women in your prayers. They are fighting on behalf of the good people of this country. They are in the middle of dangerous operations as we speak. This story tells you the level of desperation the deep state is in to try to stop POTUS. All this data can be dropped now because of yesterday's Q posts and the revelation of secret societies. Not easy to discuss because we were slowly preparing Americans for this drops. You will never know the full scope of this, and you don't need to. Confirmed true pundit story about the FBI text regarding physically harming the president. FBI's toast and major house cleaning will occur, similar to what happened with the CIA. FBI not be able to survive this. Christopher Wray threatening to walk out on FBI sessions is fake news. This info is necessary. Some trusted journalists that patriots listen to are deliberately fed this info to keep sent off the main trail. Refrain from roasting these journalists. This being done on purpose. The intel source has actually given Dilly fake news, but he can sense it's fake and refused to port on it on his Periscope. 95% is legit, but 5% Dilly can tell. Dilly calls him on his bull. True pundit Thomas Paine is legit. He was a former FBI spook, and even he was getting shocked. Uh, uh, he was a former FBI spook, and even he was getting shocked by what he's finding out. Trey Gowdy is playing his role. Mueller's investigation is legit. He's trying to be honest. Get away from the paradigm on who is good versus bad. Find out who can be leveraged. Deep state bad insurance policies by leveraging information from their wiretaps. While Trump has been diligently building his group, Deep State has been corrupting his cabinet because the wiretaps helped him get ahead to a degree. Trump just waiting on Nunes and Gowdy to pass the memo up, which I'm told is imminent. Trump will make an overnight visit to NSA Utah and Langley, off the book visit to secure some data in person. He has raw intel regarding 3 of his cabinet to get from NSA. He wants the last 7 years of data on each person. Dilly has been sitting on intel for months, but because of his last night's Q post, he is able to now release new intel. Admiral Rogers approached Trump shortly after the victory in 2018. This is going to relate something that happened months later, but Rogers discovered prior to that meeting with Trump that there was a plan to kidnap Trump's grandchildren. That's what was actually exposed at the point in the meeting because they don't have anything on the president. He's clean. This is why Don Jr. dropped his Secret Service security detail. There was a plan in place to snatch his child or baby. So that is repeating what it said.